Hey guys, so I didn't get to show you guys my second day, but this is my third day. So I decided to start off with some cleans. I worked up to a heavy single of just 200 pounds. I could have gone heavier than that, but I didn't really want to do cleans today. But I did them just to keep the form up. I did back next. I just did some pull-ups, 4x8. 4x8 was the program today, or well, the set and rep range. So 4 sets, 8 reps. So it is like a moderate intensity type of day. On the pull-ups, on the fourth set, I kind of did some half reps just because I was fatigued and I couldn't really get full reps after the fifth rep. I just did like 3 cheat reps. Then I did bench press. I think I only did 7 for the first 2 sets, and then on the third set I finally did 8. And this is because I wasn't really counting, I guess. But either way, the weight was feeling fine, except there was a little tiny problem with like my hip on my left side was flaring up too much, so I didn't really get to set up properly, so I can use my full body in the lift instead of just my upper body, because I couldn't like really drive into the floor with my heels, which adds extra stability. You'll see right here, this is my 4th set of bench, and I only get 4 reps, and then I was going to push for more, but since I don't have a spotter, and I was feeling that like the lactic acid was building up, that I wouldn't have gotten the 5th rep even if I wanted to, I just stopped, and then I decided, you know what the hell, I'll go for 2 more reps. I was going to try to go for all 8, but I figured, you know what, I'm probably not going to get all 8. And I don't really recommend doing this where you stop and then you do more reps again. But sometimes I do this, although I probably shouldn't. Kind of a bad habit, but whatever. I did it. After this I did squats, which is pretty tough since I was already fatigued upper body wise. And I'm going to say the past couple of days have fatigued me a lot, leg and core wise, so my whole body was tired going into these squats. Now, these were relatively light either way. I think I only did 75% of my max, so this is at 370, and this felt extremely heavy. I think 355 would have probably been a better choice, which is more like 72% or so. On the first set I only did 7, and I wasn't really feeling too good or getting deep enough. On the second set I think I got a little deeper on some of them, but I still wasn't that deep, and that's mostly because my lower back is giving me problems with that. That's another reason why I wasn't feeling too strong, because I kind of felt that 370 would be a doable number and it wouldn't be too heavy, but that wasn't the case. My second set I did get all 8, because the weight felt a lot easier now that I was properly warmed up, I guess. The third set I only managed to get 5 though, and this was just my central nervous system was just not able to fire up and go like I would have wanted it to. It was just completely fatigued, and I felt that by the 5th rep. I was out of breath, I was breathing hard. It was really hard to get tight going in. Like the 4th, 5th rep, they were really hard to get tight, and that's one big issue, that if my form gets off completely, I'd rather just stop, because these are easy to get injured in. For my 4th set, I had a little bit longer of a break. Instead of, I think I was taking 3-minute breaks for these, because I wasn't feeling too strong. On the 4th set, I took a 3 or 4-minute break, and you can see that the first 3 reps are really strong, but I only managed to get 6. I could have gotten more, but I didn't want to push it since I wasn't really feeling that strong anymore. I was feeling completely smoked after those squats. After squats I did calf raises, and I like doing calf raises on this leg press machine. I could do standing or whatever, but I like that better. And I only did 2 sets there. I did all 4 sets, but I only recorded 2. After that, I did some arms. So I did tricep kickbacks. It's a pretty easy tricep movement. I could have done skull crushers, but those never feel good for my elbow joints, so I avoid those. But I think these are alright for now, although I'll probably find something that's much more effective. And I would do dips, but they're not very effective for me without any weight, and since I don't have anything to do weighted dips with, I'm not going to do them. And again, I did 4 sets of 8. I was using 40-pound dumbbells here, so these weren't too hard. Overall, I'm going to say, though, the workout this week has been pretty tough. Like, I like it. I like the fact that I don't have to go in every single day and I get that one whole complete recovery day. But I am in the gym a pretty long time because of these full body workouts take a long time to do. I think this took me about 3 hours to complete, and that's without doing any cardio and doing my stretching once I got home. So if you count the stretching, it's 3 hours and a half. So that's a really, really long time, and I might be overtraining. I'm not really sure. Here I'm doing some concentrated curls. They're more bodybuilding focused, kind of isolation, but you know, when you're doing biceps, it doesn't really matter what you do as long as you feel it working in your biceps. And I don't know, I just do these because I was too lazy to do easy bar curls, which I probably would have done instead. I also don't like the easy bar that they have at this gym. It just has, it's like really, really thin, and it sucks because like I'll curl it and then it'll spin a lot while it's in my hand, which will screw me up. So I prefer just using the dumbbell and doing this instead, which is still pretty challenging. But I would prefer the easy bar just because I'd get to use more weight on that. Anyways, back to what I was talking about before. Yeah, this program's been pretty challenging thus far. One reason is my lower back. 2, and I just went straight into it instead of taking a week off and slowly getting into the program, because again, this is higher rep ranges that I'm dealing with, and the frequency, which you can tell that 370 by looking at my other videos probably shouldn't be a problem for me, but because I already deadlifted and I already front squatted with pretty heavy weights, I'd say, take into account that I only had 1 day recovery in between my front squats and my squats, and then that I still haven't completely recovered from my deadlift. So that adds up, and then I've been training abs 3 times a week and all these other little things, and my central nervous system has to deal with all this compound movements. So all of that adds up and takes away from my performance for other lifts. So I might have to tone down the percentages on a few lifts just to make sure I get all the lifts, because I want them to be challenging, and I figured out percentages that are challenging, but they might be too challenging where I won't make sufficient progress. And here for shoulders, I was going to do push presses today, but I decided to go with something easier, and I just did face pulls. The reason I didn't do push presses was, one, I'm afraid I can't really drop the weight without getting in trouble, so that's one reason, in case I needed to. Another is because everything else is so tired, and I didn't really want to push my shoulders too much since I'm already benching 3 times a week, so that might cause shoulder issues, so I want to try to avoid that. And I finished up the workout with abs. I just did some planks right here. Kept it pretty easy. But anyways, that's the workout for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and next week I'll do my full 2nd day workout so you guys can see what that looks like. Thanks for watching.